Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. In a significant development regarding the contentious issue of electoral bonds, the State Bank of India has complied with the Supreme Court's directive by submitting comprehensive data on electoral bond transactions to the Election Commission of India. The move comes in the wake of intense scrutiny and legal proceedings surrounding the anonymity and transparency of political funding in India. The State Bank of India, the government-owned banking, informed the Supreme Court on March 13 that it has delivered details of electoral bonds anonymously purchased by contributors and encashed by political parties between April 2019 and February 15, 2024 to the Election Commission of India. The submission aligns with the Apex Court's directive to facilitate public disclosure of political funding. According to the affidavit filed by SBI Chairman Dinesh Kumar Khara, a total of 22,217 electoral bonds were purchased during the specified period, out of which 22,030 were redeemed by political parties. Notably, the remaining 187 bonds were redeemed and the funds were deposited in the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund in adherence to the scheme's rules. Under the electoral bonds scheme, donors had the option to purchase bonds and donate to their preferred political parties. However, parties were required to redeem the bonds within 15 days. Otherwise, the amount would be directed to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund. The submitted data includes details such as the date of encashment of electoral bonds, the names of political parties receiving contributions, and the denominations of the bonds. The SBI, in its compliance affidavit, disclosed that it handed over the electoral bonds data to the Election Commission in a pen drive containing 2 password-protected PDF files. To ensure security, the passwords were provided in a separate envelope, emphasizing the confidentiality and integrity of the information shared. This development comes just 2 days after the Supreme Court's rebuke in the electoral bonds case, signaling a proactive response from the State Bank of India to address concerns surrounding political funding. Transparency. The submission of comprehensive data marks a crucial step towards enhancing accountability and transparency in electoral financing practices. The submission of electoral bond details by the State Bank of India in the Election Commission represents a significant stride towards transparency and accountability in political funding. As the legal and public scrutiny surrounding electoral bonds intensifies, this move underscores the importance of upholding democratic principles and ensuring transparency in electoral financing processes. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.